This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Welcome to the King's Palace, Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge, Frank, right in the heart of Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, for so long it has been the showcase for Florida golf. Of course, the King's Palace, and it has produced many a great champion over the years.
Get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, Frank. Start of a round at a great golf course like Bay Hill. 461-yard opening par 4. What does it take here?
Nice little draw off the tee. If you're a little fearful, the out of bounds on the left where the practice fairway often comes into play.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, this one is right and is wrong. That's a bit offline in the rough. What's he need to watch out for here, Frank?
Those two front bunkers, Rich, the one that protects the left and the right. More often than not, you want to pitch the ball on the front of this green. They are the two to be concerned about.
Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Even par early on. There's a par putt now for Jason Dufner. Still playing even for the day after the par. Back to the action here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Second hole, it is a pretty demanding par 3, Frank.
Goal really is to just carry that front bunker or sneak it a little right of that and try and cheat it around.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. That is an excellent lag putt right there. Had the speed perfectly. Putt for par. He needs one. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Drops it, and he's at even par. Now at the par 4 third, Frank, this is a great golf hole.
It certainly is. Remember, the brain doesn't register don'ts. So aim right, there's a bunker down there. Keep focusing on where you want it to go, not in the other direction. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Rich, that was some shot out of the rough. I really didn't think he could even get that on the green.
Well, just to get it on the green, as you say, I think is a big win. Frank, this is one of my favorite shots at Bay Hill, the second at number 3.
It's such a cool-looking hole,
It
Rich.
is.
That water, it just pops out there on the left side. It scares the living daylights out of you. But if you can hit an aggressive shot there, often that breeze is coming off the left, and just keep it in the middle of the green. Those ridges often kick that ball towards the hole.
Jason Dufner's putt for birdie. Oh, I thought he had that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. -1 in the early going. Still even par for the day. 561-yard par 5 fourth. Frank, a chance to make 4 and maybe even an eagle 3.
Yeah, that green's just raised a little bit, so if you had a good drive in there and you're going with a slightly shorter club, big advantage.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
No troubles there. Right in the fairway here at the 4th. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You got 5 minutes to find it.
He'll need to be strong with this. A bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker play's like.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, this is the 3rd shot from the fairway bunker.
Yeah, good lie. And once again, just making sure you have enough loft to carry the lip in front of you, and really then focus about the target in front.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Frank, straight uphill with this approach shot, what do you have to factor in terms of club selection and setup over the ball?
You're going to have to take at least an extra club to make up for that added elevation. And also, it's tougher to get onto that front foot.
Here's Jason's birdie putt. Never gives anything away with the expressionless face. Bogey birdie, but we'll tell you, that is a birdie for Jason Dufner. Now 2 to the good side. Frank, at the 4th, we pulled the hammer out. Here, maybe it's a scalpel?
Well, it just depends. A little trailing breeze. A drive is not always a bad play here. 367 yards to the front. There's a little kick forward. So, wind behind your back, almost worth a go.
Headed for the bunker, I think. Somehow that managed to miss the bunker, Frank.
Yeah, that looked like it was sand for sure.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Looking at 125 yards. Dufner's such a regular guy. He's not the guy with the fancy pants, all belt buckle and no belly. This is the guy who skips the 500 crunches before breakfast and heads right for the bacon and eggs, and then backs it up with 68, something like that.
One of the best players tee to green that I've seen over the last 25 years. When you talk about efficiency, you get more miles to the gallon out of Dufner than you get out of a hybrid.
Birdie attempt coming up for Ian. All right, so green side bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
It's a cruel game.
So a tester from 4 feet. Solid par to remain 1 under. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Frank, this is a big, brawny par 5, and it can be menacing just looking at it from the tee with all of that water.
It's also tempting, reachable for the longer hitters, unless your name's John Daly, who took a whopping 18. So better than that, you're better than John Daly.
I don't see what's wrong with 18. If you break it down, that's 3 pars. Nassau, we have a splashdown. So this will be the 3rd shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water.
Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over.
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Frank, this is his 6th shot here.
Well, this is the difference between the good players and the great players. Really, just that compounding of a mistake, one after the other. This has to go in the hazard.
Needs to Frank, sadly, I've been there too often. In the water, you get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots. But the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
After hitting it in the drink, this is the 4th shot.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. This scorecard is quickly adding up.
Just a bit offline.
Yeah, the hard work's coming up now, though. It's a long way away.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Always 2 components to the long lag putt, the speed, number 1, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
You know they say you have to keep a level head?
Must you?
Well, what do you do when it's about to fall off?
So with that, the score is now at even par. Breathing a sigh of relief, you made it through the par 5 without getting wet. Now you're at this par 3 7th, Frank.
You've got to guarantee a carry at least 7 or 8 yards onto the green because that's where that bunker is on that right. It cuts in 7 yards.
Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Settles in over the putt. Go ahead and do that. What a putt. He has this attempt for par. Drops it, and he's at even par. Getting ready to tee off now at the 8th, and Frank, this hole has a little bit of everything.
Yeah, even though it's a pretty hole, Rich, it's a fairway you must hit because that second shot here is one of the toughest on the golf course.
They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. Good testing shot here from 200 yards to the flagstick. Frank, for players looking to improve their putting, what are some of the training methods they can use?
I think speed is always is a good one when you get on the putting green and you just practice trying to putt inside that 3-foot circle because in the end all sports are the same. You're trying to focus in on the destination where that ball has to be delivered, whether it's tennis inside the court or basketball inside the rim. Putting's no different. As you get further and further away from the hole, then you just make an acceptable size circle that you're trying to putt within. So pace, very important.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Dufner trying to call a birdie.
Even par currently.
Dufner has it for the par. Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally a nice little draw off the tee, but the hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left and yet the green goes the other way. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
Lucky devil. That was going in the bunker all the way.
Headed for the bunker? Just a bit offline and into the bunker. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Just a little offline, so now, Frank, he's going to have to deal with a rough.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how strong he is.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a two-putt, well done.
Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. Locked in on the read and the speed. And rolls it in. Nice putt. Just a couple of feet. Still even par for the day. Beautiful day here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida. Great weather. And Frank, how do you get off to a great start here on the back nine?
Trying to avoid those three bunkers, two on the left, one on the right, but it's one of the few holes that moves to the right. So if you can just smoke one over that right bunker, just a sand iron in there. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. That one ends up in the rough.
Oh, that went sideways.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Jason Dufner getting set for his second shot. Good-looking shot right here. Early part of this second iron, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Frank, this one is right and is wrong.
That's a tough lie to come out of. Not surprising it's come up short.
Well short right there, but still in the game for a par. Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Rolling the rock, Frank.
Oh, and yet another birdie, Rich. Beautiful stroke.
Poulter for bogey. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Another par 4 here, the 11th. It's just under 440 yards. This time, there's water looming left and then bunkers on the right-hand side. It's a pretty good challenge, Frank.
This hole's very similar to the third hole on the front side. 2 bunkers down the right side. Just got to keep it a little left. You don't have to hit driver here.
Frank, it's a nice walk to make down the fairway when you can see your golf ball right there in the middle.
Rich, there's an old saying, fairway first. And there's another example. Hit it in the fairway, and the game becomes very straightforward.
Just a beautiful tee shot. Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Playing his 4th shot after the 3rd was wet. Might need some wings just to clear this hazard.
That water is looking rather intimidating.
So it's been a tough hole. Previous shot went into the water, took the drop. This now, the 6th shot. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Wow, I thought he made that. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Well, double par here, time to pick up and move on. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Solid par for Dufner. Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the two bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around this green.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Frank, really no problem. High-level players don't mind a fairway bunker.
Yeah, good clean lie. Just a nice swing there. Guarantee the clean contact. That lip shouldn't be a problem. Still fly that ball all the way to the green.
Frank, that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, there was no advantage to try and get any more out of that. Smart shot.
So in the first cut here, it could be worse. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
Our computer gives us 23 feet, Rich.
Poulter now, third shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Ian Poulter with this birdie attempt. That's a step in the right direction. Makes the putt and makes the move to 3 over. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. At the par 4 13th now, Frank, what's the key here?
Really avoid those three bunkers, Rich. You don't want a fairway bunker shot over water for your second shot. What a great shot.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Frank, the good players certainly aren't panicked when they're in a fairway bunker, are they?
Just make sure your feet stay nice and firm in the sand there. There's a tendency to move your feet around a little bit.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Par 4 13th, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Richards, the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants a do-over there.
Shouldn't be a problem here. So, 2 over par for the round. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Dufner has it for the par. Frank, one of the things I like about Bay Hill is it requires you to hit clean, strong golf shots, and here's another case at the par 3 14th. It's more than 200 yards.
Another one, really, you've just got to play it through the air. You can't play this like an Open Championship run-up par 3. You must fly it onto the green.
Headed for the bunker? Well, a bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like.
Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
I'll tell you what, Phil the Thrill, Phil Mickelson could not have done it any better. What a bunker shot. And Ian Poulter going for the green on his second shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Dropping a shot here late in the round, Frank, with that bogey at the 14th. Ian for par. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Well, too bad. He gives one back. So they'll tap in. Three over for the day. Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. I mean, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
It's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Second from an excellent lie. Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 15?
Anytime the flag's on the front, Rich, it's basically green light special. When the flag starts to get pushed towards that back area of that green, it starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And that's where you've got to be a little careful.
Up to the 15th green, but looking at a tough putt, considerably long, over 25 feet away. Ian Poulter chance to be aggressive with this approach. Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, this one's tracking. Perfect roll right there.
Anything other than a rookie. Great stroke.
That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Ian Poulter for double bogey. Wow, what a putt. That is huge. We've seen guys through the years blow the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. It's sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but a 3 brings 7 into play.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
So this is his 4th shot after the last one found the water.
It's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
You wouldn't call that a miss-hit, but it wasn't his best. That one just sort of drifted right and a long ways from the flagstick. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Just too much juicy grass between the ball.
Well, this is always one of the toughest moments in any round. You've made a mistake, you hit it OB, you're disappointed, but you have to regroup, you have to focus, and try to get this next one in play. Starting to stack up now in the wrong way. This is the 6th shot on this hole after going OB. That is an excellent lag putt right there. Had the speed perfectly. Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Take no pleasure in saying it, but it's a fact. It's a double bogey. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Just like that, now at 2 under. Frank, par 3 17th here at Bay Hill. How difficult is this hole?
This one takes your best tee shot, Rich. Otherwise, you're just looking at 4 or 5. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
Rub the shamrock. Got away with getting in the bunker there. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Dufner trying to call a birdie. Almost. Wow. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
This golf course playing tough today. They're at 7 over. Here's Jason Dufner on the putting green. Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance. Frank, time to bring your best. It's the finishing hole here at Bay Hill.
Yeah, if you can get through the final 3 holes in even par or better, you've really done well.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. This is a good-looking shot. Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
The second shot now to the par 4. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
So, drop the shot after ending up in the water on that recent miscue. This now the 4th shot after the last one was in the water.
Yeah, just somehow just get it on the green. This has to go in the hazard.
He needs to get up or it. He went for the brief swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is. Just trying to avoid water on the brain as well. This will take a good swing.
So, in the water, now in position, playing his 6th shot.
Just got to act like it didn't happen.
Frank not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. Well, just a little too much, Rich.
Frank, you've just hit one out of bounds. What's the way to approach this next shot?
Try and get the steam out of your ears for a start.
Now playing the 5th because it was out of bounds on that previous shot. Well, once you hit double to par, it's time to just pick up and move on. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just a tap in to finish the hole. And that is a round of 73. Frank, that wraps up another great day of golf here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Always enjoy it.
Yeah, it's always a great test. Win, lose, or draw, you've played the King's Golf Course.
Couldn't have said it better myself. From all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner. For Frank Nobilo, until next time.